is being tweaked as we go on. So look, let's see what we're going to get out of this game. Have not really seen anything from any of these players, and I consider myself to be a bit of an Asian CS connoisseur, so we're going to reserve our expectations. Already Inhuman with the entry over on the A side of the map, and that has blown things wide open. FyR, in the meanwhile, are pushing through E-Box, and on the other side of the map, they've taken B main control here, Mac.
Yeah, swinging out, Husky looking to try and connect there, and Zingy as well. Whoa, gets his head torn off. So Inhuman doing work, and it looks like Asex was very out in the open and isolated there. Husky now has 4 members of 72 to pick up, but they're not going to be able to find them at all. And it looks like C72 are just that much better right now, at least on pistols.
Yeah, it started well on the T side, exactly how you want things to go for yourself. Nice little 3K for Inhuman. And someone's disconnected in the second round. So we're going to have a lot of time to talk about just how cool that pistol round was, Mac. I know that you wanted to do, like you have been begging to do, in-depth breakdown of some of these rounds on broadcast. So why don't you just take it away?
Well, yeah, Zingy, of course, was swinging there to try and help out Husky. And then the thing that went straight into my brain while all the pistols were shooting at one another in Canal, which is a very tight choke point, is the 4 like supposed to be an A? Is it Huskier? Or is it Husky 4? Or is it just Husky and Husky without a number wasn't available, so he got given a 4? You know, all these questions and more, and all that while we were casting. I can't believe how phenomenal my brain and the thought processes that go through it can be sometimes.
Yeah. The casting is like second nature after thousands and thousands of hours on broadcasts. You just do it on autopilot while you're considering all of life's great questions. And yeah, I respect that, honestly. Davey, he's having to think about a force buy, maybe. And they are going to force round 2, which it's an interesting one, isn't it? I feel like most teams tend to kind of avoid this at the moment. But maybe Anubis is the map to do it, Mac.
We'll find that one out together, won't we? But a T-side win makes things harder, and forcing on the CT side is not something we see too commonly, especially on a map like Anubis. But that's what we're going to get. And FyR, they're backing themselves. Zingy here, over on that short side of window, is going to phase that smoke out. Sitting in the shadows could have helped him, but he's missed that one opportunity he had. And a nice reaction from Borosto there knocks him straight out. So, negative 72C are looking pretty bloody good to take this round, especially with Signs all on his own here at A.
Asex straight through the smoke, able to catch Forzetsky before he can make his way onto A, but the site's been lost in the meanwhile. They're just waiting for the bomb to get in position. FyR rather, Cell poking, prodding, looking to try to take more guns away, but it's Borosto who just sprays them all down. They give him 3 1v1s, and he'll take that every day of the week. And that is a pretty unsuccessful force buy, has to be said. Took 1 gun away after all said and done. And they will only be able to buy up into round 4. But worth mentioning that obviously in round 4, they're going to have a better buy than they would have had in round 3 here. So it's going to be an AWP. Almost, well, I was going to say it's going to be an AWP, but both Zingy and Asex have bought down to 2k. So I'm assuming it'll be an AWP. No, even Signs has bought down to 1.6. So no AWP. We're just going rifles and util, and we just wanted to buy a lot of pistols and armor.
It'll do. Give him an opportunity. And just try to play around the round loss bonus. Whoa, trying to take advantage of the Pika's advantage there, but Musu going to be taken right out at close range with the Deagle. Zingy going to get his first kill on the board, but it's going to be difficult from there. Lovely flash to enable Shandaras to look for this mid control, which minus 72C has really been doing a good job of taking. Oh, and Haskinator. Wait, Haskinator? Oh, it is Haskinator.
It's actually Haskinator. I thought you were just making that up because that sounds like an absolutely classic Mac quip on the fly. Just calling someone something innator.
Yeah, mate.
But that's actually what his name is in the kill feed. So that might be a new favorite player. And Shandarez, I thought he was going to get it done. He's the next coming of Xantares. He's the East Russian Xantares. That's
So-
what I heard.
Talk to me. Is Davy Sound King? Because there's someone in the server with the name Sound King. And we know we love, you know, we got your Dan Kings, we got the Child Kings. There's a lot of kings going through the Asian scene.
But none of them are as important to me as you are, King.
Oh, I got emotional last night. Don't make me get emotional again tonight.
Oh, I got another tech pause. As always, here in the Asia region, people
Blessed, aren't we?
are adjusting their VPNs, trying to stay connected to the server. You know, they got to obviously shovel coals into the fire to make sure the smoke signals are sent to the right person over at the exchange, the internet
also
exchange.
go outside.
Yeah.
Make sure no one has cut their internet. You know, that has happened to us in the past. Not us, but to... What team was it?
It was
do you remember?
Tyloo, I believe, or maybe VG
Tyloo.
Gaming. It was one of the top Chinese teams. Someone cut their internet, went to their gaming house and cut
believe
their
it.
internet before an important match. So that was interesting. But look, at the end
Don't
of the
get
day...
any ideas, guys.
Yeah, look, I'd put nothing past the betters. Anyway, progression smoke into A main as well as onto door here. And look, minus 72C doing a good job of applying util pressure across the map. Once again, it's the mid-round push into B main off the back of the flash. And that's worked beautifully for Asex.
Solid job there. Zingy hoping he can catch a time in here at mid, but the Mac-10 at this range should get some damage done. However, Zines rather, going to be swinging out bottom of the second. Nice reaction to get that one. Barosto may have brought this round back as well for minus 72C, but Musu and Barosto, it's going to be a difficult affair considering they are completely separate. And Sound King going to be able to find one there on the flank. From the flank? No. Okay, Davy, I believe, is Sound King. He was there at Heaven.
Davy.
This is just a CS2 thing right now. No one's changing their name appropriately to what the names are of the registered names, and it's been killing me in every cast we're doing. But I'm just... Look, this is kind of helping me because...
Dirty kill feed reader. That's what you are.
I am. But look, Signs in the kill feed is Zines, so maybe the S is supposed to be the Z. And we're learning together, Mitch.
We are. I love learning. That's why I spent all my money on a university degree I don't use in cast video games. Post up over the top of the smoke here. FyR's having a look for a CT to pick. Won't be obliged. HE nade inside of the smoke. Zingy spotting out that one as the progression molly comes into house as well as onto double doors. Again, it's the T's applying a fair bit of util pressure to the middle of the map here and trying to set up Barosto, who has one of the sickest names I've ever heard for more frags. He's already 6-2.
Yeah. Very solid name. I have a good appreciation for that one. Inhuman too. Just jumping across mid, looking for info. Zingy, close enough to maybe have heard that jump, and the smoke camera side is... Oh, okay, they haven't heard that connection onto Zingy. It will shoot back later on as he swings through, and it works out for minus 72C regardless. Davy, aka Sound King, going to be able to find two, which may have just saved the round for FyR Esports as long as they can keep on hitting shots, and that'll work onto Forsteski.
Human one-on-one now with Signs, able to catch him around the pillar, and Musu not needed to get involved, and that's going to be an economic reset there on the CT side. Big round for 72C to win, and yeah, let's just say that they've got ice in their veins and leave it with a sheesh.
What do we do now?
They're forcing, so we should probably mention that, I would say. And the money's actually not great for the T side either, because they only had 2 players surviving max, so it's a bit of a swing round, mate. You know? Going to be an important one.
Take that.
This is big for FYI. If they can actually win this gun round, then they can get back on the horse and actually make some inroads into this half. This AWP duel in middle, critically important. He's creeping. See if he's got a zinger for us. Oh no, missed opportunity. He had the right idea, and FyR puts down a Davy. The repeat punished by FyR. Man is just posting up on angles and dealing with aggressive CTs. Oh, nice little push in the mid round from Zynes though. And 72C picking up the pace into A now.
Rapping Heaven, making sure they get as much control as possible. As the CT's up to try to posture for this retake. I believe Husky made a decent amount of noise going through CT. But in the meanwhile, Shandara's and FyR's be able to make much more work out of this one. Inhuman in a 1v2 is... As these isolated fights, takes the first on to Husky. Asex swinging off the bomb is going to be more than enough to get the trade and that second round on the board for FYR. But the issue is, Mitch, look at the money in the bank and look how many players survived. It's the worst possible way to do it.
Bomb plan as well for 72C. So we end up in another swing round here. 1900 loss bonus for both teams. Assuming 72C is going to force, even though Barosto ain't got much money. They save. I've seen this actually last night as well. I don't understand some of the economic decision making in some of these games. This would be a hard reset on the CT side economy, and then you just win the whole game. But I guess they want to try to chip down the economy over time and get that hard reset on 1400 loss bonus. I think most teams would have forced that round though. Oh, he flashed himself, and that's worked out so well.
Whatever works, huh? XM going to be able to get some action over towards E-Box, even at that range. But they know that it is going to be that essentially a low buy from -72. Asex not sharp enough to deal with that swing, and that can be the problem when you're playing on high ping, right? It's just that much harder to hold the angles, hold those lines, and what you see ain't what you get sometimes. 3 rounds going to be picked up by FYR, and they're quickly closing the distance. 3 on the CT side this early in the half is really good.
For sure. Do reduce their loss bonus picking up that round, and they dropped 2 guns along the way, so the money is still pretty shaky. It would probably only be a soft reset on the CT side here, but the reset potential is definitely there. And Shandara's, he says, I only want a P250. Barosto only wants AK. Sorry, a Deagle. Which, with 2.4 loss bonus, I guess they're min-maxing to buy in the next with a bomb plan. If this one doesn't go well, it's going to be an A execute here. A lot of pressure on Science, who once again gets picked, trying to fall back off the angle, zinging now to try to do some damage from Heaven, but he's really not got much of an angle to work with until he HE-nates open the smoke. That's a nice pick to even up the numbers, and down goes the plant here.
4v4 for the retake, certainly achievable. Only 1 flash remaining for the T's, as Davy going to be swinging on in, gets himself the upgradey, but it's not going to be enough just yet. 2v2. Shandara's still standing, holding with Barosto, and they might just be able to time this swing together. Shandara's gets the info, and there it is. They want it all. The aggression we were expecting, -72C, able to pick up a 5th.
Yeah, it's going to break the money of FYR. Double eco for Zingy, but the rest of them are only single save. They will actually force. I could definitely see an argument for taking a save here, but they're not going to do it. So 72C, this is a good opportunity to actually really take some big steps into this T half. They could break the CT sub money pretty heavily here. Signs, okay, he's decided at a USP and light armor is the way to go with just a molly. It's definitely some interesting purchasing going on in the server. There's the flashbang onto B main, but the anti-flash protocols are so good for -72C.
No, Mitch, it doesn't matter because Signs has got this half armor. He's got the Kevlar.
Can't pick up any of those guns.
No, look.
Okay, yeah, he's too good.
Are you
USP.
talking? Don't talk.
Now he's got an AK. Sorry, I did not realize he was the GOAT, Mac. I didn't realize he worked out the CS2 meta. That's my bad, mate. Oh, here's another one for him. It's so free, except he's inspecting a gun when there's no skin on it. So,
Carlos
he knows
Zons.
better.
Too fast. Well, 3 rounds the gap now. Minus 72C. Just tearing through the mixed bag of a buy that we just saw come through. Either way, money's a little bit all over the place. We might see Zions go for some Kevlar again. Maybe even another gun to complement it.
Is this what the actual veto is? Have they been allowed to pick Anubis and start T-side? This is their pick. That's what the veto graphic says. So FYR, I believe so. Start CT. And I can't say I feel that it's working out great right now, Mac.
No. Maybe they're the comeback kings. You never know. There's a lot of kings in Asia. We already went over that. So.
Oh, look, there's another joke hanging there. It's really low-hanging fruit. I'm sure many people have heard it, so you can look it up on Google if you're interested. But light armor here for Zingy. Sorry, no armor here for Zingy. He's got the good old glass cannon. And we'll see if he's able to put it to work. CT side will get reset if they lose this round, and that definitely has the potential to be a 9-3 half here for the T side. Zingy, not really mobile with the AWP, is he? He just loves to take the bridge fight every single round. And he's once again got pushed off the line. Zetsky has picked up that pick on E-Box side, so things going bad to worse here for FYR.
It feels like a lot of the ideas that are being brought out by FyR are generally not so much mature Counter-Strike ideas.
Yes, I feel that that was what I saw in the game yesterday as well.
Yeah. A lot of fun being had. We'll see if Zion's going to be able to hold here. That nade could get big damage done and find fours. Oh, Bowl goes a little bit too far, and Zion's only able to find one there. Zingy not able to stop the cross either. So things get a little awkward for FYR, and that nade gets dunked straight on him. Beautiful utility usage there from minus 72C. Kasky, a couple of bullets in the magazine, only able to find himself one, and Asex, how's he play this one? Was fading out that smoke here at Heaven, and plenty of time for minus 72C to let this one fade. Positioning's good for Musu and Inhuman, able just to swing off one another's contact in these complementary positions. Oh, has Asex been seen? He's isolated the first. Gun in the way for the second, but the nade goes a little bit too far back off the backboard. And Asex still with an opportunity.
10 seconds.
10 seconds, just buying time. Oh, he's going to do the ring around the rosy. No, he won't. He was
not
behind
on
a
his
wall.
screen, Mac.
He was behind a wall, Mitchell.
He was behind a wall.
What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. Flip it, ship it, see it on Reddit.
Oh, God.
He was on an X-ray behind the wall.
He's played it perfectly, has he not? He could not have done anything better. He's literally trying to play ring around the rosy to win the clutch, and he's just sorry, mate. This is not Counter-Strike. We're actually reenacting the move he wanted. So yeah.
True. But we have been told that a couple of players are on 60 to 80 ping average, and apparently one player on FYR was on 200 plus ping. So maybe we just found who that was.
Yeah.
But
Husky, look at him go. MP9 peek in towards middle, and then get sprayed straight through the smoke right after. So 3-on-2 here, but Davey. That's a cheeky little flank. Might have missed his timing a little. And this is going to be a site control here for minus 72C Mac. They are looking to secure themselves a 9-3. Oh, hold on.
Brain. He finds him. Fishing in the smoke. Asex. Damage. 2v3. Gets brought back to that 1v2. And Sound King looking to make it happen again. But these nades. Ooh, goes a little better this time. Oh, and he's going to lose the position of Musu. But unfortunately, he doesn't expect that re-peak. 3-9 is going to be the scoreline at the half. And we've got a second to get to just after the break. welcome back, ladies and gents. FyR up against -72C with a 9-3 lead for -72C at the half. And this half is starting very quickly indeed. They're all the way through B. Davy's going for a knife. It's mayhem. I don't know what the hell is going on, but -72C, it's not going well for them. 1v2 for fours on 12 HP. Good luck, King. But luck ain't getting you out of that. Big shot from Sound King, aka Davy hyphen, to get us out of the round. And that was a fast one to pick it up on the T side for FyR.
Yeah, cheeky little B rush. Get their T side going nice and early. They were kind of taking a bit of a pounding in the first half, and we were saying, look, this is -72C's map pick. They've been allowed to start T side. Is that so wise? And you said, maybe they're the comeback kings. Well, maybe they are, Mac. Maybe this is the beginning of the comeback. Maybe they're like the Mighty Ducks, you know? And, you know, one of them is that kid that's, you know, in the movie and that.
Yeah. And then he goes, ducks fly together. And
Yeah.
that's what we're seeing from -72C here. Flying together. The flying V at A main. They're almost in a V. It's a little crooked. Shandaras didn't get the memo.
It's like a one-sided V.
Might... it's like a tick or a J. The flying J.
Well, this is a thrilling round of Counter-Strike.
Caw-caw.
And -72C, this A stack. Oh, if they'd been patient, the T's would have been heading back in this direction. It's going to be a fight over water, and they walk into a meat grinder. And that's how the sausage is made for the most part, except for a little bit of spice from Inhuman. What the heck was that? We're making a chorizo today. Get some paella going. It's Mac's favorite.
Ooh,
And
I haven't had pay in a while, mate.
yeah,
Let's go get some.
I'm down, honestly. I don't know where you can get some in Sydney that'll be half decent, but if you can find a place.
We can get it from one of those food trucks if we go on a specific, I think it's like third Sunday of the month near Jordan's place. There's markets that do it. Yep, we'll go there.
We are also attending a concert together soon, so maybe we could get some paella before that.
That's this weekend.
Yeah. So, yeah, see, it's all coming together. Is it coming together for FyR, though? That's the question. First gun round here into round number 15. Lot of pressure down into water, taking duels over towards E-Box side. Mewtwo has been pushed away for the time being. Refresh on the bridge smoke here. The CTs biding their time. More U2 in for FyR, smoking off house, but they've only got 4 grenades in the mid to late round, which means they need to win a duel over on E-Box side, and they've been able to do that despite the fact that there's a lot of damage taken. You're crazy as Davy to continue taking that duel, and this B split is starting to get, well, I was going to say starting to get kicked off, but they're a little disjointed right now.
Yeah, you can see that Zingy is still looking to pressure mid. They're waiting for Asex to not make too much noise going in through the canals, which doesn't really matter. But Husky wanted to be silent for some reason. The Mollies missed the mark. They've mollied themselves off, which is not good. It allows Inhuman to get the 1v1. And they're even going to invest the smoke to try to swing out past the line, but they don't wait for it to bloom. And Barosto is going to be able to punish them really hard for that decision-making. Asex in a 1v3 needs to go huge to clutch this one, but he's pulled the bomb out, has been seen. He'll find one as pause swings, but Inhuman, certainly the king of the round.
Imagine, though, the spray transfer.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Imagine.
He's retired now. No one will get that. 5 to 10 here. Came down to a 1v1 though, which means both teams are broke. 1900 loss bonus either side. Swing round. Let's go. Pretty limited util here for FyR. A couple of Mac 10s in the mix. Probably going to be pigeonholed into a bit more of a simplistic set play, and it looks like they want to head over towards the A side of the map, and I'm already rubbing my hands together, looking at this Mac 10 in the hands of fours. Oh no, Zingy's taken him out a little too soon. Now it's on to Barosto, but he sounds like a crime boss if I've ever heard of one, and he's doing work.
For a barista named Barosto. Perfect job for him. Musu going to be coming through like a psychic there. Asex out of the equation. Zingy barely alive, but barely involved in this at all. Just locking down the flank, but you don't have the sight yet, King. Go help your teammate. One nade for Husky to try to play around. 4 players in front of him. Smoke gets broken, and so's the head of Husky. See you later, FyR. This round, we might not have too much of a half left, Mitch, because -72C are tearing through FyR.
They have broken their money back, and FYR, they've got some decisions to be making. Do they try to force buy? They are kind of doing a weird half buy again, and I really think you need to go for this Kings. 1400 loss bonus. It's kind of an all or nothing situation, in my opinion, but they will opt to take a save. Try to contest in round 18 and bring it back for 7 consecutive gun rounds.
Whew. Well, the Deagle will do it. Peek's advantage still working well. Zines gets clotheslined. And the mid control still certainly there for -72C. Husky just hoping to maybe catch a time in here with the Deagle. But again, I'm watching how FyR are playing this, and yeah, they went as a 1-3-1 split, but there was just no real attempt at trading over towards mid. Well played from Barosto in that meanwhile, just to fall back, realize he's low, doesn't want to give that rifle across for free. And we have some A6. Oh, look, the wrong direction. It's a tough one. Trying to crack that crossfire if there was someone towards the back of sight. And Haskinator not going to be able to do his job, which would have been a 1v3, but that's a pretty hard job. And if you're not built for the job, you're not up to the task, then have the day off. Chuck a sickie. That's the Aussie way.
Totally agree. Last chance here for FYR with pretty limited util already into this round. No molly's really going to be hard to help them get control of E-box with that progression util, or go and take A main in the early to mid round. Molly out some of those key positions like Ninja if they go towards B. They're going to kick things off with a 1-4. A lot of pressure and control here over Canals for Zetsky. He loves this play. Mag 7 once again doesn't connect, and that will be FYR with entry into this A site.
Smokes. Blumen just in the nick of time. Barosto going to be able to pick one off on the cross, which gives them the man advantage again for this retake. Smoke gets broke, but no info seen. Davey still trying to play close, and it looks like FYR, they are going to try to take this heaven control. It is planted if they do hang around heaven, but they need to really worry about camera. But the flank as well coming through here will draw the attention and trade too. Surely Signs can't do it, but he's getting a good shot. Swinging on those stairs won't work for him. Shandaras comes through with the trade, and it is Shandaras with the kit who will get on it with plenty of time to defuse for the W. 13-5 is going to be the scoreline here on map number 1 of the series. Mitch, what do you make of that one?